Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide for today's guided meditation. Today is May 11th, and our theme will be right speech. The second quarter is about sincerity, and May is all about right speech. So that's what we'll be doing today. Mondays, we look to the coming week. And one of the things we want to look at, thanks, Dhamma G, we're okay on sound. One of the things we want to look at this coming week is attending to right speech. We'd suggest taking a look at the description boxes in this and other episodes. There's information about meditation and Buddhism that might be of use. In about 24 hours, there will be a closed caption version available with a transcript. And we do guided meditation with an eye towards participants developing enough interest, picking up enough skills about meditation that you'll want to do this in the privacy of your own home or your garden on your own bat. And for a soundtrack, you can use silence. That works great. Birds, chanting, temple bells, and there are thousands and thousands of guided meditations similar to this one, and any of those work. Our style of meditation starts with samatha, which is serenity. First, we calm down and get into the groove, and then we move into panya. Some people say vipassana, or wisdom, but it always goes in that direction, whatever you call it. First, we get serene, then we wise up. Wisdom never arises from a mind in turmoil. If this turns out to be useful, please subscribe, like, give us a comment, consider giving us a super thanks. Speaking of thanks, thank you to Mrs. D, Dhamma G, Brian, Mike, Ediko, Sam, Mitsuko, Neko. And by the way, Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children, is now available on Kindle Unlimited. So you might check that out. And with that, on my mark. Please find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest and let your hands rest in your lap or on your thighs or your knees. Close your eyes and your mouth gently and imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters beneath your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just smooth, natural breaths for you. Don't worry about how fast or how deep you are breathing. When outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose. Watch it go down past my heart to my stomach and back out the same way. On Mondays, we start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness follows, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are taught that our mind creates moods, delusions, obsessions, and these are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We meditate to calm our mind and tame our heart. We look at our thoughts, we examine them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. And welcome, Lexi. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, then we find complete serenity. We need to say a word about the human condition. Our human life, our human experience consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates, and they are our body, our feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they too are all impermanent, anicca, unsatisfactory, dukkha, and not self, anatta. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead. We cannot touch it on the top. We cannot touch it on the sides or the bottoms. No place we can touch the khandhas without burning ourselves very badly. So we let them go. Please join me in a thought experiment this morning. In your mind's eye, lift up and look down on your head, on your skull, and you will see on the right your monkey mind. And it's very busy. You can see the colors changing from pink to blue to white to black to red, flitting from one thing to the next. And on the left is a battalion of self-licking ice cream cones. And these are our thoughts. And they are very busy, mostly sucking up to our monkey mind, trying to please it, if anticipate it, feed whatever mood we have shifted into. And our monkey mind and our thoughts are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. This is why we meditate. As meditators, we have 3 duties. Our first duty is mindfulness. In this group, we focus on the ball of light. We listen to the Dhamma talk, not to get attached to the Dhamma talk, but to let the words wash over us and sink in. Our second duty is collectedness or concentration. And this just means when outside issues intrude, when, not if, they will intrude. When they do, we gently brush them aside and return to focusing on the light as it goes in through our nose, down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way. And our last duty is contentment. We have a responsibility to be content now, not on Thursday, not the week after next, but right now. However we are right now is how we are. If we are at peace now, if we are content people. If we are restless, irritable, and discontent people, we are restless, irritable, and discontent people. The choice is ours. In a word, I guess you could say, we are aware. And if you can be aware just for a few seconds during today's meditation, you can stretch that out to minutes as you go through the days of this week. And you just stitch together these moments of awareness, just one more, just a little bit longer, just a bit. And you look up and you go, wow, how'd that happen? It's been hours since I've had an angry, resentful, fearful thought. Now, this week, as we go through our life, we're focusing on right speech. So this week, we got 4 tips. 1, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. 2, don't assume. I don't know about you, but I'm a lousy mind reader. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me. So let other people speak for themselves. Let's not put words in their mouth. 3, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. The universe is not in a grand conspiracy to mess up my week. And last, this week, let's do our best. Let's mind our tongue, shall we? Now, as we move into Panya, or wisdom, the Buddha said, and what, monks, is right speech? Abstinence from false speech, abstinence from malicious speech, abstinence from idle chatter. This is called right speech. And right speech is part of the sila, or ethical conduct stream of the Eightfold Path. The Buddha went on to describe 4 kinds of righteous verbal conduct. We don't lie. If we know something, we say so. If we don't know something, we say we don't know. We don't speak falsehoods for our own ends, for another's ends, or for some trifling worldly end. We abstain from malicious speech. and gossip that is designed to divide people against one another. Instead, we reunite those who are divided. We abstain from harsh speech, being agreeable. Or, as our mother said, if we can't say something nice, we shouldn't say anything at all. Now, when we're speaking with people with whom we disagree, let's think about this. Am I talking with them or talking at them? Do I want to hear their opinion, or more likely, do I just want to hear my opinion coming out of their mouth? Good question. Ajahn Chah said, morality is restraint and discipline of body and speech. He suggested that we need sati, mindfulness, and sampajana, self awareness. So, in other words, let's pause before speaking. There is an opportunity cost to wrong speech. You know, it's a triple whammy. Not only do I harm others, I also harm myself when I talk in ways that I know I shouldn't. And third, I also miss the chance to be useful. I am squandering my time and resources. I hurt them, I hurt myself, and I lose the chance to be helpful. When we want to keep the peace, we might try silence, STFU. You know, a little late to get this input, but I could try it. But walk with me. How many reunions and Thanksgiving dinners have been wrecked by a cranky curmudgeon, that would be me, or a returning college student who insists that they are correct and just won't let it go? How many friendships have been blown to flinders on social media? In the entire history of holiday dinners and digital posts, I cannot think of a single example of anyone ever changing their mind as the result of one more self-righteous lecture from me. Can't say it's never happened, but I can't think of an example. Nothing any of us says will have any effect, zero effect, on the world situation. On the other hand, how we speak with each other has everything to do with our relationships. If I'm going to rub someone's nose in my moral superiority, I should not be surprised if they take exception. That's on me. So let's say again, in regards to daily Dhamma, a letter to our children, and to these guided meditations, if this is useful, fine. If it's not useful, fine. Please think whatever you want. Think for yourself. Now, right speech is especially important with our children. Thomas Merton's a pretty interesting guy. Not Buddhist, but he's not Buddhist either. Here's something he said: the beginning of love is to let those we love be perfectly themselves and not to twist them to fit our own image. Otherwise, we love only the reflection of ourselves we find in them. Pretty good. Since we're quoting Catholics, let's go with St. Augustine. I hear, I'm not sure, I can't find the citation. I hear that St. Augustine once admonished that we should never use the truth to injure. I wish I could say I have not done that. I believe that there are dark and uncertain moments in my life when it's not wrong for me to feel like St. Augustine wrote that especially for me. You know, unfortunately, while it is true that I have the right to remain silent, too often I lack the ability. So again, let's pause before speaking. And this week, let's practice restraint of tongue, pen, and keyboard. A friend mentioned that today. Right about that, man. I'll tell you. So this week, as we go through our week, we're going to encounter situations that are suboptimal. And if we find ourselves restless, irritable, or discontent, let's take a breath, pause, step into the next room, close the door, sit down, put our earphones in, cue up this recording, and imagine a ball of light an inch or two below our nostrils. Breathe in through our nose. Watch it go down past our heart to our stomach and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Dhamma G. Lexi, welcome. Hope you come back. Thanks for sending a note. We meet again next Friday, which is May 15th at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. We don't have daylight savings time here. You can check on your iPhone under the world time zone thingamajig. 3:45. If you're already here, you know how to get here. If not, you can go to today's Daily Dhamma, May 11th, and there is a three-part or three-step procedure in there telling people how to join us during the live stream. We'd love to have you join if you can. Most people don't. Most people have busy lives. They're not unemployed geezers as I am. And for you, you can check it out and it'll show you how to get here. We'd love to have you if you've got time. If this was useful, please consider subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, Super thanks. A reminder, Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children, is now available on Kindle Unlimited for a free download. So if you're a member, you can do that. And we look forward to seeing you on Friday. Namaste.